The lottery code words for Saturday, December 12, 2009 are interlocking, hound, advertiser. Interlocking, hound, advertiser. Interlocking, hound, advertiser.
There were several strange and interesting things relating to the lottery code word results for this particular weekend. The first thing I want to mention is that there were 5 movies that I saw on this particular weekend. On Friday the 11th of December, I saw the Princess and the Frog. That was seen at around 7:20 p.m. That was the start time. And then on Saturday, the 12th of December, it was Invictus, the new Clint Eastwood movie starring Morgan Freeman and Matt Damon. That one started at 7 p.m. That was on a Saturday. And then on Sunday, the 13th of December, I saw 3 movies back to back. Starting with Me and Orson Welles at 4:15 was the start time on that one. And then An Education, which started at 6:45 p.m. And the third movie was A Single Man, which started at 9 p.m. And as you can see, I have inserted the RCA Victor logo there. It's obviously not the RCA Victor logo that appeared in the movie Me and Orson Welles, but there was an RCA Victor logo, his Master's Voice logo there, that was in the movie Me and Orson Welles. And as you can see by the code word results, possibly influenced by that logo, but consider that the lottery drawing that these code words are derived from came on Saturday the 12th at 6:35 p.m. So a good one to ask would be, why would such an insignificant thing as the RCA Victor logo be the thing that my subconscious mind picked out as the thing to influence what lottery code words would be drawn? And it's possible, just speculation here, that it has something to do with the fact that, of course, this time setting here for Me and Orson Welles is the late 1930s, sort of the time of my grandparents, and whenever I see the RCA Victor logo, it reminds me of my grandparents, because they had a RCA Victor phonograph in their home, and I used to like to play with it when ever I visited them, which was quite frequently. So in a certain sense, the RCA Victor logo, I sort of emotionally connect to my grandparents. And then, of course, the movie, Me and Orson Welles, is pertinent to my grandparents' era, in the 1930s. So perhaps that was it, a kind of a deep emotional linkage there. Just speculation. I don't know. Something caused that kind of cross-reference connection. If you look at the way the dog is sort of sticking his nose into the horn of the phonograph, you could think of that as interlocking. And of course, it's clearly an advertisement. So advertiser and hound, I think, is pretty self-evident there. But remember, I actually saw the movie Me and Orson Welles, which had the RCA Victor logo, on Sunday between about 4:15 and 6:45 p.m. the day after the lottery drawing, and I certainly did not have any awareness that the RCA Victor logo would be used in the movie Me and Orson Welles. So apparently another possible example of retropsychokinesis. What makes this all the more interesting is that there's actually two different lottery drawings that take place on the Saturday, every Saturday for the California Lottery. One is the Fantasy 5 lottery drawing, which takes place at 6:35 p.m. The second is the Super Lotto drawing, which takes place about 8 p.m. And why do we care about that? Because for this particular lottery weekend, I actually checked out what the code word results would be for the numbers drawn for the Super Lotto at 8 p.m., even though I had resolved that I was going to focus my attentions and convert the Fantasy 5 results that were drawn at 6:35 p.m. But the 8 p.m. results produced the words Buffont, crate, and enforcement. And why is that significant? Well, what is significant is that these two movies that I saw on Sunday the 13th from 6:45 p.m. An Education, and then at 9 p.m. A Single Man, both set in the early 60s, and both of them chock full of young women wearing bouffant hairstyles, for one thing. And then in the case of An Education, the Peter Sarsgaard character, who plays the charming cad who seduces the teenage schoolgirl, played by Carey Mulligan, he's carrying around a crate of stolen liquor in the trunk of his car. So we have Buffont and crate, seeming very apropos to that particular movie, An Education. Enforcement, a little less clear reference, but the fact is that the character